Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Real Estate Success. My name is Mike Oden, and I am your host. And today we are going to be talking about how we can fancy up our social media postings, Facebook covers, YouTube covers, etc. Earlier in the month, we have talked about how to establish and generate a list for your marketing. We also talked about how to develop some content for your content marketing, and we gave some ideas, etc., on things that you could talk about via your podcast, Facebook postings, and all your social media advertising. And today, to kind of round things out, we're going to be talking about how you can design just some real basic, simple, but nice Facebook covers for your Facebook page, YouTube, banners for your YouTube page, for your YouTube videos, if you're using a bomb, or if you're just simply using your camera on your phone and you're taking videos, you want to be able to have some nice imagery on the banner of your YouTube page, etc. So I'm going to be going through a product that I use. This product actually has a free service, or a free version, and I'm going to talk about that here in a second. But as we go through this, if you guys have any questions, just feel free to hit *6, and I'll see that you've raised your hand and get you on the line. So, all right, with that being said, today we are going to be kind of focusing in on a product or a service called LucidPress, and highly recommend if you can get online and take a look at my screen. The address is themoshow.net. Again, that's themoshow.net. You may have to hit enter twice, and you just hit join the meeting in the upper left-hand corner, so you'd be able to see my screen. But the name of the product that we use at Real Estate Success is LucidPress, as you can see here on my screen. LucidPress.com. If you want to go to that website now and sign yourself up for a free account, highly recommend you do so. They have a very, very easy to use but very strong, robust graphic product that they've designed so that novices, as well as folks who have a more of a design background, can use. Some of us maybe have used Canva before, or some of the other programs that are out there, Photoshop, etc. All of those are very good products. The thing that I like about LucidPress is its super easiness, as well as the number of templates that they have available for users to kind of start their project. So to kind of jump into things, I want to bring in Miss Janet Nation on the line. Janet, I'm going to unmute you. Janet, can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, super. So today, guys, we're gonna actually go through Miss Janet's YouTube page here, and we'll be able to in essence, put her a brand new YouTube cover on, and we'll do some Facebook postings for her as well. And if you guys just give me 1 second, I'm going to log into her account here. Give me 1 second, so we don't have any hacks trying to log into her account. I'm going to take the screen off for 1 second when I log in. While I'm logging into Janet's account, I'm going to go ahead and unmute everybody because I have a question for you guys. So I got everybody unmuted. While we're on the topic of YouTube, is anybody using YouTube actively to market their real estate business?
Well, I have been, not, I don't know if I would say actively, but I do use it.
Okay. And have you had any successes, any feedback, or any lead generation from any of your YouTube postings?
Well, I've set it up where you can't make any comments.
Now why would we do that?
I don't know. I have strong opinions about things, and I don't want to give anyone an opportunity to say anything negative.
Gotcha.
So I have been told by people that they have watched my YouTube videos.
Gotcha.
But is it a strong source of business for me? As of right now, no.
Gotcha. Denise, what about yourself? Have you used YouTube in your marketing? Still there, Denise? All right. The 954 caller.
Say again, please.
Yeah, I was saying, have you used YouTube at all in your marketing?
No, I haven't used it at all.
Okay. Do you use any form of video in your marketing? Bomb, etc.?
I'm just getting into video right now, so I haven't up to this point.
Gotcha. What's your name, sir?
Dominic,
cool. I appreciate you for jumping on with us, Dominic. So when you say you're just getting into using video now, is there a particular platform that you're going to start using?
I'm just learning.
All right, cool. All right, I'm glad. That makes this call even more impactful. All right, so Janet, the information that you sent me, can you double check it for me? Because
Sure.
I tried using it.
I may have made a typo because I'm just automatically signed in.
Gotcha. And Dominic, what part of the world are you calling from?
I'm down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, sunny
Okay.
Florida.
There you go. Have you been an agent for a while?
Quite a while.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. Dominic, are you looking online with us?
I'm just doing the LucidPress right now.
Okay, cool. If you look online, you'll be able to see me use LucidPress, and also I'm recording this, so when I post a replay, for your own Facebook page, etc., you'll be able to use this as kind of a good reference point to kind of go back and maybe do your own Facebook, add your own Facebook label or cover up top, or for your YouTube, etc.
And it's themoshow.net, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, Janet. So the one that I'm using was the...
I had to log out to make sure that I gave you the right one. Yes.
Gotcha.
Right, so now I just want to see if I had a typo why you weren't able to pull it up.
Gotcha.
No, I don't. I wonder if it's because do you think because I need to log out?
No. You know what?
I'm looking at what I gave you, and it looks...
Yeah, are you in your YouTube?
No.
I'm sorry, our Google account?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Yeah, if you...
Sign out of that?
Yeah, sign out of that.
Well, I'm in my mail, so that I think
yeah.
it's all
the
same
thing.
So I just... That shouldn't stop you from Facebook, though.
No, Facebook I can see fine. I'm just trying to get the right...
Oh, you can get into Facebook.
No, I don't want to get into Facebook. I tell you, I'm going to show... I got your J Nation Properties email address, and then the password that you gave me.
That should be it.
And send it to me. Send it to me again.
Right. Just use the same thing. Put capital N.
Ah, gotcha. That's
that
probably it. That's probably it.
Can I interrupt? I'm looking at welcome to WSData.com for your information.
Nope. The THE. I'm going to put it in the chat.
Okay.
I just put it on the chat screen, so that is the
No,
link.
I'm trying to get to your website, to where
Yeah.
you are now.
Yep. TheMoShow.net. And you'll be able to see my screen here in a second. All right. All right, Jen, I'm gonna try this one last time.
So you said you got into my Facebook?
No, not your Facebook. Your YouTube channel is what I'm trying to log
Yeah, but
in.
you had originally asked me for my Facebook.
No, I was just telling you to send me the login via Facebook. So.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm just going to go ahead and use my YouTube channel and show you guys how I'm able to do mine. So you guys should be able to see me online, right? Janet, you can see my screen.
Wait, I was okay. This phone won't stop. I'm going to put this phone on Do Not Disturb.
And Denise, you can see my screen.
Okay, what I need to do is go to where am I supposed to go?
TheMoShow.net. Just type that in and you'll be able to see my screen.
Okay.
Denise, I see you online too, right?
Yeah, I'm on here.
All right.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine.
Is that Denise? Denise that I know?
That's a Denise in Atlanta. We met via KCM.
Oh, okay. No, I know Denise on KCM, but in New York.
Gotcha.
No, I'm in Atlanta.
Denise is popular. All right, so you guys can see my YouTube page. I'm going to show you how, using LucidPress, I'm able to do a real super duper easy.
How do you spell LucidPress?
LucidPress.
Okay.
Okay, Mo, I don't want to sound stupid, but I'm on your website now.
Yep.
Where do I go from there?
All right, to the upper left, you'll see a join now. You just click on that. And that will enable you to join the meeting. So, all right. Cool. So can you guys see my YouTube page here? You see a background with just a walkway, etc.
Right.
All right, cool. So I'm going to show you how, using LucidPress, I can create a background for YouTube, and then I'm going to show you guys how to do it with Facebook. Literally in just 3 to 5 clicks, you'd be able to drop something really nice, add any kind of text, etc. that you want on here, and do some really cool things from an imagery standpoint to make yourself look good without having to be a graphic artist. So, all right. So when you get into your LucidPress account, again, you can set up a free one. They have a template for Facebook cover, right? They've already done the dimensions for your Facebook cover, and all you have to do is simply pick a picture that you like and then add any kind of imagery, etc. I'm sorry, text to it, etc. And if you guys can see on my screen here, for those who I see most people are looking on, all I have to do is simply click this photo that they already have set up in here, and they have a place where it says change image. I simply click on that. Yes, Dominic, you able to see it?
I see it.
All right, cool. All right, so you simply click on where it says change image, and where you can have images uploaded into your account. Also, if you look over here to the left, they allow you to link to Facebook, Dropbox, or even just a plain Google search. So I'm going to do a plain Google search and find an image that I like. If you see down here at the bottom, it's just the Google bar. Halloween. It's Halloween season, so let me search something for Halloween. I see an image here that I like. I just simply click on it, and then boom, it just falls in there. Now, the nice thing about this is that it's already in the dimensions that would fit into YouTube. So you just go over here to the right, to the left where it says T. You can just simply click that to create text. And I'm going to say Janet loves Halloween, and I may spell Halloween wrong because I'm a horrible speller.
Welcome to the...
I've been a horrible speller ever since grade school. That's once I found out there was a such thing as spell check, I was relieved. My life wasn't going to be over. So, and then see, I just typed in Janet Nation loves Halloween. I'm able to make this text really big. Now, let's say I don't like this text is too simple for me. I want to try to fancy it up a little bit without necessarily being a designer. They have a slew of different text fonts in here that you can just simply pick and then turn your text into kind of looking something neat, cool, etc. that you may like, or that may go along with your other branding, imagery, etc. Let's see, I want to make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to make this, yeah. And Jen, I know you did, you had a special going on this Halloween for a pumpkin. Tell me about that again. You were doing something with the pumpkins with clients.
Well, I sent an outline on stock paper of a pumpkin to my clients that have children between the ages of 5 and 10, and I asked the kids to design the pumpkin outline whichever way they want, using whatever material they want. And then I would have 4 winners in the category of cutest, funniest, scariest, and most creative.
Gotcha.
So tomorrow, actually after this call, I have to go pick up about 3 of the drawings.
Cool.
So the idea for me is a way to connect or stay in connection with my clients.
Gotcha.
That's the primary purpose of it.
Gotcha. So the reason I mention that is because changing your Facebook page to kind of match the theme of your current marketing is a good way to keep all of your marketing congruent and together. And using a very simple platform like LusaPress can enable you to quickly and easily do it. As you can see here, I pulled a picture out of Google with 1-2 clicks. I was able to put it in here in the LusaPress, and then I just simply type something, changed up the font real easy, and now this is ready to go. But I'm a little picky. I'm going to try to find a sharper image, because the larger the image, the larger the size of the image, the bigger, the better of a resolution you want. So I'm going to find something that's a little bit bigger out of Google here to kind of put in. Yeah, let's try this one. And as you can see, it's literally just 2 clicks. I changed that image, put Janet Nation Loves Halloween, and then I hit download. And then it's going to give me the options of a JPEG or PNG. I normally tell folks to just simply, JPEG is a standard format for imagery used on Facebook and all the other social media platforms. And for resolution, you want to do the highest resolution if you're using LusaPress. It says print. Obviously, we're not printing, but it's just going to give out the highest resolution for the picture. You hit download, and then boom, it literally downloads it to your desktop. And all you got to do is go back to your YouTube or wherever you're at, hit edit channel art, and then it's going to ask you to select the imagery from your computer. And then you can just simply go into your downloads. And I got a bunch of junk in mine, so it's going to take a second. But that image is going to pop up, and then I'll just simply be able to select it and have something very nice that goes along possibly with my marketing for the month for my YouTube cover here. There we go. Boom. That's it. And I can just adjust it a little bit. I can just adjust kind of the crop basically means, what's going to be the center of the picture shown once you actually bring it over in Facebook. I'm sorry, YouTube. So I'm going to show you here in a second. As you can see, it came in there. I cropped it a little bit off, but I can easily go back in and change that photo to center it up a little bit better. And now this is even as easy on Facebook. I'll show you how to do it on Facebook here in a second. There we go. Make this a little smaller. You simply hit enter. So as you can see, it is sometimes just depending on the picture itself, you may have to kind of play around with it a little bit to kind of get it to fit in just properly. I won't burn all of our time up on today's call, but you guys can easily see how easy LucidPress is to be able to drag and drop and to create something nice. But let's take this over to Facebook. I'm going to pull up a dummy Facebook page that I have set up so that I can show you guys how just simple and easy this pulls over to Facebook. Alright, let's see here. So again, highly recommend everybody having a Facebook page. If you don't, obviously they're free. Definitely get one. I know one of the things when setting up a Facebook page, we want to make sure that the imagery that we have is congruent with our marketing. So you can just simply start up your Facebook page where it says change cover. You click there, upload the photo. You can go back to your downloads or wherever you saved the cover page. And then there you go. If you want to kind of change the positioning of it around a little bit, just depending on the image, you can. And then simply save and you got a brand new photo. And then also obviously you can use LucidPress to do the same thing for the smaller images on your Facebook page as well. So if you guys don't have a Facebook page, and if a reason why you haven't spruced up your Facebook page to look a little bit nicer because you didn't have a way, or you didn't know of a means to do some basic imagery, LucidPress is really, really good. Before I open the floor up, I want to show you guys how you can do a simple Facebook post. Kind of do the same thing here. Have a Halloween theme. Use this. Actually, we'll use this same font as well as content or words here by just simply doing a copy. And then I'll go back to LucidPress, open up a brand new document. As you can see here on the right hand side, like I said, they have everything kind of categorized. They already know the dimensions that you're going to be using for a particular item on social media. They got everything: Google Plus, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, etc., YouTube. Just makes it a lot easier for you to generate some stuff instead of having to hire somebody and spend a lot of time and money going back and forth. But they have a standard setup for a Facebook post. We know, obviously, with your content marketing, you need to be doing Facebook posts, either directing traffic to a blog or to your web page or to a landing page, etc. Same thing. They already have a template here. And obviously, maybe you don't want this guy looking over the sky with the John Lennon copy. But if you want to change this image, again, you just simply click it, hit change image. You either can use something that you've uploaded, or you can search on the net. And I want to be able to use what I had from the previous item where I just did a copy and a paste. Well, now I'm just going to paste it here, do a control V, and then boom, here it is. Obviously it's a little bit bigger than the other image, so I'll just come over here to the right and change the size of my text. And then I'm able to just simply do a simple download of, I can either download it, and the nice thing about LucidPress that I really like is you can just simply do a share. If you, up at the right hand side, you'll see where it says share, and you can share it on the web, social media, email, or embed it on your website. Really, really easy. So to show you guys, I'm going to do share on Facebook. It's going to ask, do I want to include social media sharing? Well, yes, that means that people will be able to just hit one button and share this image. And you'll see here in a second, it's going to give me a connection to my Facebook, and I'll just be able to push this over real easy. Now, this function within LusaPress does run a little bit slow because they actually host the image for you. But you can see if I want to push this out on Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, Facebook, I can do that all in one setting from my LusaPress account. But I'm going to push it to Facebook. So it's connected to my Facebook, and then I just can simply select where I want it to go, hit share link, and then I'll show you. I'll go over to this Facebook page where I sent it, hit refresh, and we should see that Facebook post pop up right there. Now, the beautiful thing is if you wanted to add some more commentary, etc. on here, you could, but when people click on it, it actually takes them to your document in a full image here, and boom, there you go. So, you're able to do a lot with just a few clicks from a social media standpoint. So with that being said, we got a couple of folks on the call here. I want to go around table to ask if anybody has any kind of direct questions around doing imagery and graphics for YouTube or Facebook or any other social media. So I'll start with Denise. She's a first-time caller. So Denise, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you just fine. So, are you using YouTube and for your advertising for your real estate business?
I'm not, and I'm really interested in getting started on YouTube, so I'm not using that. I do have a web page, not web page, a Facebook page that I use, and it's actually geared toward me being the expert. So I include information on there every single day. I'm glad to see the image information because that's part where I think I was lacking for the images. So I am going to go to the site and update my imagery that I have there, and also try to keep it active, changing as the season change. So
yes,
I do have one.
And you bring that up. Another thing I want to show you guys with LucidPress, the nice thing that I like is I create files for certain types of items. And what I mean by that is, so for a Facebook post, I don't have multiple different files for each Facebook post. I'll create one file within LucidPress, and then I'll create multiple Facebook posts within that one file. And I'll show you how easy it is. You can just click whatever your current imagery or document is. Right now I'm working on this Facebook post that we just did for Janet Nation Loves Halloween, and I can hit duplicate page, right? I've already kind of got the template set up. Why create a whole nother file when I know with LucidPress all I have to do is click the image, select change image, and I can keep that same format real easy without having to go through a lot of extra headache. And then I can simply come on here and change whatever copy I have. Let's see. All you got to do is just double click, hit delete. Let me go back here. I'm sorry. Double click to edit. And I can just retype in something completely different. I probably spelled that wrong, but again, you guys get the hint. Just really simple. You can create a running tally of Facebook post, so you don't have to deal with, changing, having multiple files, etc. And then also too, it kind of gives you, because you have the previous post that you did as an item ahead of you, it'll give you ideas for your next post. And one thing I didn't show you guys here, there's a bunch of different things within LucidPress that are real easy to do. Like I can obviously move this picture off, kind of off center if I want to do something cool. And let's say this background here, I want to make it just a solid color. Maybe I want to match up something to do with my imagery, brand, etc., or something to do with the picture that I have. It's real easy. It's really just a click and play. Let's say I want to have this image here kind of faded out so that the color behind it kind of kicks in. Over here to the right, I'm going to butcher this word, but octopussy, which I think I said it correct. Those English majors, you guys can correct me if you want to. But as you can see here, I can kind of fade it out, fade it in. You can do a bunch of different things with it, and then when you're ready to put it out into the world, you can either hit share or download. So, Denise, did you have any specific questions, or did you want me to kind of go over something specific that you saw here that I did with the YouTube banner, Facebook cover, social media posts that may help you out?
Only thing I was my next step on my Facebook page was, I wanted to include something like giving them an opportunity to, maybe ask me. They don't ask me any questions. I see that they're reading my stuff, but I wanted to post something to be able to gather information back. Do you know if Facebook have anything like that?
That's a good question. Here's the thing with Facebook pages, and this is my 2-cent opinion. What you see right here where it says Harmon Enterprises, and we just did the sample cover page. This is a Facebook page. And my experience with Facebook pages is that your audience rarely engages with you. It's almost like your company website. Like nobody really leaves any commentary or anything like that on your company website. They just go, look, and leave. Facebook groups, we've all, member of groups. I know a number of you guys from Lab Coats, KCM, and a number of other places that we've connected. That's where a group is more of a engagement. And then also, too, from a copy standpoint, it all depends on what you're saying to folks. So if you're making a statement, people won't engage. They'll read, oh, that was good, that sucked, and they move on. If you post a question, people are more likely to engage. So I'm glad you mentioned. I'm going to show you a question that I posted in a group that I help out from an administrative standpoint real quick here. Lab Coat Agents, I know I've met some of you guys in this group, or we both matriculate in this group. And I posted this earlier today, and it's gotten really, really good engagement. But it was a question. What's your excuse? What are your top 3 excuses for not marketing your real estate business more? I got 11 comments. I got 5 or 6 different likes, and I posted this 3 hours ago. So if you're having problems with getting engagement, I would say ask questions versus make statements.
Okay, that's good.
All right, so moving on down the line here. I see we have a Miss Tara Smith on the phone, 770-427. How you doing today, Miss Tara? Not there? All right. Moving on to Dominic. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Good. So, as always, I try to make sure that, since we have intimate calls, I want to make sure you get some value and use out of your time spent on the calls. Out of everything that I went over on how to quickly do a Facebook post cover, YouTube cover page, did you have any questions? Is there anything you'd like me to go over again, or anything that I didn't cover that you want to talk about?
No, and I thank you for sharing the LucidPress. I think that's going to be something I need to look into and kind of play with until I can get some things on there the way I want them. That sounds great.
Gotcha. On LucidPress, I want to show you guys something that's really cool. For you guys that might be looking for a competitive advantage, and this is getting a little bit off subject of the Facebook, YouTube, but I think it's definitely something worthwhile to talk about. For you guys that might be looking for a competitive advantage when you go out to your listing appointments or you're sitting down with a buyer, LusaPress is definitely something that I think could give you a competitive advantage from an impression standpoint. And give me a few seconds here. I'm going to show you why I say that. Their products, you have the ability to embed different, let me use the right term, embed different items. So you can have a picture that has a video embedded in it. And I'll show you this quick example here. We did a call with Michelle Denise Petaway. She's a real estate agent here in Metro Atlanta. She's with a very popular brokerage, actually one of the top 5 brokerages here in Metro Atlanta. But we did a podcast a couple weeks ago, and she talked about just some creative things that real estate agents could do to generate income outside of realty. And the posting is in our Facebook group. Go look at it. I think it's a call worth taking a look at. But I wanted to show you this because this is really cool. As you can see, this is an image, but it's also a video. And simply, I did the imagery for this, and I embedded a video inside of the image, as you can see. And this was just simply a webinar that she and I did. So there's not much quote-unquote action that's going on, but as you can see, you can have any kind of video coming through here. As a matter of fact, I want you guys to see this. I'll show you real quick. I'm gonna put a YouTube video, just a random YouTube video embedded within this here. As you can see, it asks me up here, up in the upper right-hand corner for the YouTube URL. Well, let's go back to Janet Nation on Real Estate. And I want to find Miss Janet here. And I'm going to show you how easy it's going to be to just embed a video that you may have done inside of an image that you may have. All right, we found her. She was lurking in the woods, but we found her. All right, so all you got to do is just go to a YouTube video that you have, and you click share where you get that URL. You just copy that. You go back over to the image in LucidPress that you have, and you just copy and paste that puppy in there, and then boom. And then let's see how this comes up. So if I'm in a listing presentation and I put together a nice imagery and I drop the video inside of that imagery, I could send that link over to a prospect. I could have that link fired up and ready to go when I sit down with the prospect, the initial part of our meeting. You could do a bunch of different things with it. And I'll show you. And there it goes. Comes up, you got the image, and then her video is going to play inside of that imagery. So, you know, I could have made this the Halloween picture and had Janet's video pop up, and she could have did a video on the pumpkin contest that she wanted to do for this month. And so, you know, you could tie the video in with imagery and just take things up to another notch. So, Dominic, I know I kind of got off of on a tangent a little bit there, but was there anything else specifically that you may want me to kind of hit on or to talk about?
No,
help you out?
Thank you.
Oh, all right, cool. So feel free to jump in on the group and ask any questions or chime in on anything that we have going on there. So,
all right, thank you.
No problem. So, Miss Janet.
Mhm.
All righty. Any questions, ideas that kind of pop in the head, or things like that you wanted me to address from a graphic standpoint, imagery editing?
No, I like what you just did because I'm actually having a conference call tomorrow evening with a new buyer client that is out of state that will be moving into this location.
Okay.
And we're actually having a call tomorrow with the couple, the loan officer, and myself.
Gotcha.
And I was wondering how I could fit this into that conference.
Gotcha. So with that, you and I have been working on some things offline, and I think this is kind of a good comment for the entire group. Let's say you have a series of videos that you want to be able to present to a prospective buyer or prospective listing. With LucidPress, the nice thing about it is, you have this functionality in all of the images that you put together. So you could, in essence, put together a chain link or a series of different images around a particular subject with multiple videos embedded in them. So this could be 4 or 5 different images on agency representation, and you could have a different video embedded in each one of these images, and then you send over this one link to a client that you're going to be meeting with. You say, hey, take a look at this link, have some videos, etc. that I'd like you to take a look at before we sit down, and that'll help eliminate, that'll help answer some of the questions that you guys may have, and then we'll discuss any other questions that you may have after that at the meeting. And so you can save a lot of time, energy, and effort. Now, will everybody review your videos / slides that you send over to them before you guys meet? No, they're busy. We get it. But if 20, 30, 40% of them do, that saves you a lot of time. And also, too, if you look over here in the bottom right-hand corner where you see this, folks can share this real easy. Email, Twitter, Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn, etc. You click it, and it'll take you right to that functionality. I don't use Outlook email, but Twitter, you'll see it'll link it right to my Twitter account, and boom, it's ready to go. So that's a real nice piece about it. So, was there something else? I know I went off on a tangent, Janet, but that I just got that idea when you.
No, that was good.
Question.
I mean, I did look at LucidPress while we're talking, and it did say something about $5.95, and then on the left-hand side and on the right-hand side it said sign up. Then it said for free.
Yes.
So of course, I went to the free one, and it already has my email address in place. It said already in use. So I've never even heard of LucidPress. I don't know how my email address is already in use. But is that the one we're supposed to go to sign up for free?
Yes.
Because there's a $95 one.
Yeah, you want to sign up for free.
What is the difference between free and $5.95?
So what they told me, actually I sat down with the enterprise folks yesterday. What they told me, the bigger difference is there are some templates that are available to premium or the paid version, and then some that are not. So if we're looking, I'll show you guys. If you're looking, when you go into LucidPress and it says, you want to create a document and they have all these sample templates available here, some of them will say premium. Like all of these, obviously, they say free, but I'll try to find a quick one here that says premium. One thing about LucidPress too, guys, this is really, really good. I know a lot of folks are looking to be able to do things such as postcards and newsletters, etc. But obviously, we're not designers. But we can type, but we're not designers from a layout standpoint. They have newsletter layouts in here, flyers for let's see, what properties you want to get set up, letterhead or stationery, bunch of different stuff. But to answer your question directly, Janet, premium, as you can see here, the premium items, you have to have a paid account in order to be able to use those templates. If it doesn't say premium, then it's available in the free account.
Right. So with the free, the choice is limited. I mean, compared to the other one you told me about for $79 a month, and this is $5.95 a month, is it pretty much stock images?
Two different things. Yes.
Same?
Two different things. I'm glad you bring that up. So, when you're doing your graphics, you need a platform in order to be able to change up images on, but then also you need a place to be able to get images from. And Janet, I showed her a product called Big Stock Photo, and I'll show you guys that. This is a site that I go to get everything image. If I'm doing a Facebook ad, if I'm maybe putting together a flyer or something like that, this is where I go to find images. And they have a subscription where you can pay. I pay $79 or $99 a month, and I get 100 images. And I do a good bit of posting. As you can see, the month's about to end, and I still got 35 images left that I can download. So here's some, I can go here and type in whatever keyword I want, and out of the 28 million plus photos and images that they have available, you'll get something back. Now, the reason why I use this is because all these images I get a license to. If you pull an image off of Google, I'm not check with your attorney. If you get caught using it, you potentially may have a licensing issue. But I did this because I know that we're using this from a commercial standpoint. And, the last thing I want to get hit over the head with, when things are rolling good is a cease and desist letter on an image that we used, months ago. So I subscribe to this so that I have commercial rights to any image that I use. Now, if I'm just doing Facebook, postings to send people to a landing page that talks about, home valuations, etc., I may or may not be as concerned. Again, check with your own attorney. That's just my 2 cents. But Janet, so LusaPress allows you to do cool stuff with the images that you possibly would get off of Big Stock. Mm-hmm. And with Big Stock, again, like I said, you can put in any keyword and it's going to bring you back a gazillion different images. Was there any other question regarding imagery, LucidPress, that you wanted me to kind of tackle for you real quick?
I think it's really good. And I really, really like the idea of sending out what you did the last time, sending out a video prior to a listing presentation, especially a listing presentation, because most agents have a buyer presentation.
Gotcha.
But for those who do listings, that definitely, you've made the appointment, they know that you're coming, you send them out this link. I have to believe that would give you a competitive edge from everybody else, because they're not going to do that.
Yep, absolutely. Or you can have something set up that you send to them afterwards as well. You could put together a couple of you could do maybe 2 or 3 quick videos on the next steps after. Or an even better one. Here's an even better one, guys. You could keep a standard kind of a template here with the image embedded, and whenever you do a listing presentation and you leave that listing presentation, you can simply go back to your office and maybe do a quick YouTube video with your phone, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, nothing really, really fancy, because you already have kind of a nice fancy background set up here. And then you post it to YouTube, and then you come into your LusaPress account, you link that little video in, and then you send it out as, hey, I just wanted to say, hey, this is Janet Nation. I wanted to say thank you. I came out to your home yesterday, et cetera, et cetera. When you guys are ready to buy, sell, give me a call, send me an email. My email address is above, et cetera, et cetera. So in a real quick way, you could give yourself a real strong competitive advantage, do something unique and creative, and be able to send it to a prospective client in a very short manner. Just with your cell phone, a LusaPress account, and just a little bit of hustle can definitely make a difference. Let's see here. I know we're at the end of our call. I think everybody that's on the call we've gotten a chance to kind of go around and do a quick roundtable. Does anybody else have any kind of marketing questions, anything that's pressing outside of what we talked about today that you'd like to ask me about or to bring up in the group to get some feedback, some quick masterminding on?
I think it was a good call. As every week, it's a good call.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Every week you bring something refreshing to the table that most are not doing right now.
Gotcha.
And I just want to say to the couple of people that are on the call right now, for you to miss a call every week, you're missing great content. And I've listened to every single call since Michael has started, and it's fun. It make money while you're having fun. Marketing usually is a chore, sending out these boring postcards, the routine stuff that everyone does. We are hitting a new generation of buyers, especially, sellers too. And we've got to do new refreshing stuff that's going to attract them.
Absolutely. Thank you for that paid service announcement, Janet. Just let everybody know I paid Janet $1 million for.
Didn't pay me anything.
I'm
want to pay me.
I have a question.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Denise.
I would like, because I saw that you were talking about the getting started with the YouTube videos, and I hadn't thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe another time, or maybe you have a presentation on getting started with the YouTube.
Gotcha.
Presentations.
That's something I will put that on the list to come here soon. So just a basic how-to with YouTube, kind of just some kind of tips, ideas, etc. on how you can make YouTube useful in your business, and also just kind of how to get things going with YouTube.
That sounds great.
Gotcha. Cool. All right, I will make that happen for you guys. That's an easy fix. So, all right. Any other questions, thoughts, concerns, etc. around imagery and YouTube, Facebook?
The imagery on LucidPress is also, what's the right word I'm looking for? Those are authorized imagery.
So LucidPress does have some stock photos, very limited, I believe, very limited. But yes, if that stock photo is in there, then you can use it. My recommendation is to find something that fits what your theme is for that particular piece of marketing that you're putting together. Another call too that I'm going to do is just an upcomer is newsletters. I know a lot of us would like to be able to keep in contact with our clients via a newsletter. Just a nice summary of kind of what's been going on for the month. LucidPress has the most awesome templates for newsletters that I've seen, where you can simply just embed video, the imagery, etc., and have the whole thing scroll and have it look very, very nice. So I won't get anybody excited and show you now, but that we'll be looking to bring here coming in the next couple of weeks. So, anybody else?
I have a quick question.
Sure, Dominic.
I have a website that's based on, I guess it's WordPress.
WordPress, yes.
WordPress. Is there a place where I can go to learn how to get into the back of that and say add pictures, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? Because I'm at a complete loss. And working with my present webmaster is not working out too well.
Gotcha. Do me a huge favor. Post that in the group, Real Estate Success Group, and I'll chime in on it, and there'll probably be a couple other people who would be able to chime in on it. I know WordPress is a platform that has a lot around quote-unquote community. So there's going to be a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of postings and blogs on how to do basic functions in WordPress. So just post that in the group, and I'll reply to it later on today, and I'll put some links in there that'll help you out.
Fine, thank you.
No problem. All right, guys. Well, that's it. I've held you guys over for a couple minutes. I appreciate everybody getting online. I'm going to post this here in a few minutes so you guys can have this call as a reference point. LucidPress is actually a vendor that I'm working with intimately. They are working with me to get some nice things set up for the Real Estate Success Group here coming soon. And what I'm actually looking to do is for those who do get a LusaPress account set up, we'll be able to push down some basic templates and things that I've created in addition to the ones that they have that you guys can use immediately for marketing in your business. So if you don't have a LusaPress account, go ahead, get one set up for free because we'll have more content and information that's going to be coming to you to help you use it effectively in the marketing of your business. So with that being said, guys, as always, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to DM me on Facebook or to post it on the Facebook group. So with that being said, it's another edition of Real Estate Success. You guys have a great day. Talk to you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.